Everybody believe in something, even an atheist. Everybody believe in something. The invisible will always create the visible. The immaterial will always be responsible for the material. This is why faith is very important when it comes to success, when it comes to life, when it comes to money, and so on. Whether you know it or not, whether you agree or not, the spiritual world controls the physical world. If you know it, good. If you don't know it, it still doesn't change. It's like saying, I don't know that there's anything called gravity. It doesn't change the effectiveness of gravity. It's still working, even though you don't know it. Everybody believe in something, even an atheist. Everybody believe in something. To say, I don't believe in anything is a big lie. As a matter of fact, when it comes to money, when it comes to wealth, when it comes to being rich, everybody is using something. I know the intellectuals who argue, but no, it's not true. Listen, okay, think about it. Think about it. If life is just physical and there is no spiritual dimension to the life that we live, why do you think that a man who is already a billionaire wants to belong to a society, a secret cult, or to a cult that no longer secret anymore? Why do you think they want to do that? And there are many popular organizations like that now. You know, Skull and Bones, Freemasons, the Illuminatis, and all of those stuff. So you hear that one belongs to Illuminati, that one belongs to Freemason, and all of this. So why do you think they belong to these places? If all there is to life is just physical. Listen, if you are a Christian and you want to do well in this world, you must also be sure that your faith in your God is solid. The immaterial is responsible for the creation of the material world. The spiritual realms controls the physical realm. This is my argument. I always, I use this most of the time as an argument to say, everybody wants to be a millionaire. I mean, the dream to be successful is the innate desire of every normal human person. Everybody you know today want to be rich. And the question is, why are many not rich? Both in my own life and I've observed it in the life of my close acquaintances, that at any point where we make decisions that we are going to go to a certain level we've never been before, suddenly it seems like everything goes wrong. Everything goes wrong. You suddenly find yourself fighting things, and everything is spoiling your head, and look like, what have I done? What's going on? There's nothing going on. All that is happening is that you are trying to go to a level that they are resistant to. I said, if you want to become a millionaire, just by making that decision, you will be resisted. There is a force, though many are not conscious of, that want to make sure that you don't achieve that goal. Why? Because of the possibilities that your life will be exposed to once you achieve that goal. But because many people are not privy or conversant with that fact or reality, they give up when they hit these resistances and things are, they are feeling pressure from everywhere, they quit. This is the reason why they will tell you, anyone who have made anything worthwhile financially will tell you how they struggled, they lost money, they tried, they almost give up. And some of them will say, like, I'm at my wit's end. If this doesn't work, I'm done. I'm broke, I'm out. Why do they go through those things? Because there are resistances, not physical. See, if it is physical, you could call the police, but they are not physical, but they are real. Maybe you're watching me. You've tried. You've tried many businesses. You've worked hard. Everything you've learned. Maybe people have shared, or even me have shared. As I'm talking now, you can say, but this one I did it. This one I did. I know this. You know some of these things. So why didn't you work? Because you were being resisted. You see, but you didn't know that you were facing a resistance. That's why you see only those who are able to withstand those resistance and go beyond that resistance eventually hit their goals and they stay there. You start out, almost everybody who goes to, not all, but almost everybody who goes to business, for the business plan, they have it worked out. In their plan, they saw themselves successful. They know they were going to be successful, and they are not lazy. They were going to do their due diligence to make it work. But not many businesses survive. You know that. There is nothing, no mystery to it. It's just the resistance. It's just the resistance. Like, when we're studying elasticity in physics in school, they taught us that when you are stretching something, it gets to its limits. Right? But before it gets to the limit, when you stretch it, it goes out and it comes back. See? It goes, hits the resistance, and then it comes back. But if you have more power than what you're trying to stretch, and you stretch it a little beyond the resistance, it cannot go back. What has happened? You have broken the resistance, so it stays there. That's what happens when somebody break that resistance and get into the millions and become a millionaire and stay there permanently. It means you have gone. It's for instance, like go into space, for instance. You see, like I said, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a gravitational force field around the Earth. And there is how far it goes. You see, and as long as anything operates within that gravitational force field, we are told that thing, whatever force or whatever law takes it up, when that law slack or release, whatever is strength or power or whatever is keeping it, it's going to go down. Why? The gravitational force from the center of the Earth will pull it back to the Earth. See, that's why when a plane goes up, of course, through the law of lift, thrust, and so on, it goes up. And once it goes up, the law of flight, it goes and keep going and can travel for miles. But as soon as the fuel that is powering the law of aerodynamic finishes, the plane will come down. Why? It is within the force field of gravity. So gravity pulls it. But there's a rocket. To go for the rocket has to use another kind of force that the plane doesn't have. A kind of firepower that the plane does not have. Why? Because the rocket's journey is to another dimension. You see, and it requires that kind of power to break through, to go beyond the resistance on the Earth. And once the rocket goes beyond its gravity cannot bring it down. It just floats. It has gone to a new dimension and it can float there forever without ever falling down to earth. Why? At that level, gravity no longer have power over it. The same thing is true with wealth and money. See, that's why you hear in Christendom they use the word breakthrough, because they know that you are going against a force, and once you, through higher power, are able to go beyond that resistance, you have broken through to another realm. We call it breakthrough. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, right? So there is a resistance. That's why it looks like your dreams are not coming to true. It looks like your efforts are not getting results. Not because you're not doing the right thing. You're doing all the right thing you can. Yes, you are doing the right thing, but there's a resistance. And you just need to know. And that is where faith comes to play. See, in our journey to wealth and finances, where we exercise our faith, because we know that, yes, it's not everything that our eyes can see, it's not everything that we are up against that we are even aware of. See, but because of faith now, we can stay knowing that no matter what happens, we are going to go beyond this and we're going to succeed, in our goal or endeavor. And it happens. So when things go wrong, what happens? We keep the faith. Faith helps us to do it again. It helps us to stay the course, knowing that we started on the right track. Our formulas are right. Yes, there are resistance, but we will overcome it. Trusting in the power that is higher than the resistance we are facing, which is the power of whatever you believe in, which is God for me. This is one of the reasons why everybody believes in something. Everybody is in something. You see? Yeah, this is one of the reasons why everybody must believe in something. Life is not just the function of academic qualification. If it is, all the graduate to be wealthy. Life is not just the function of race, or color or location. No, it's not. There's something higher than that. See? So never forget it. The spiritual world controls the physical. The immaterial is responsible for the creation of the material world. And only a man who can break and go beyond those resistance will ultimately be, given a new designation, a millionaire, a billionaire, whatever it is that you call it. It's resistance. That's all. You can overcome it by using your principles. I think I've thought about this. You go to a business seminar and they tell you ABC to D of how to become successful financially, how to scale your business. You learn it. You read many books, but the result doesn't show. You do, if that's the funny part, some people are confused. They do everything that they read in the book. They do everything that was said. They don't get the results. Because it is beyond all the things you've read. And that's why I tell people, see, when you are teaching people and said, I did it, it worked for me. I say, yeah, you're reading the book and told people it worked for you. Great. But the only difference is that the people you told are not you. See, they are not you. And the feeling, your internal build-up, your faith, is not in that book that they are reading. Your mental toughness, your emotional maturity cannot be read in that book. You see, your tenacity to persevere in the face of opposing circumstances is not in that book. That's why somebody will read your book, even though you succeed, and you tell them the ABC of what you did, and they do it and don't get your result because they are not you. Why? Every man must overcome his own resistance by himself. Yes, formulas can be applied, but the uniqueness of a human person, each one must exert themselves. And two Christians are different. How? Because of their faith. So, but we all believe in God. Well, in your heart, you will know the difference. So it's my desire that in this year, you overcome all resistance to wealth and become finally a worthy person. And it's going to happen. I believe it's going to happen. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. See you again in the next video.